Hope you're doing all right today. This is one that I've been waiting for. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for as well. Crazy Lixx, Street Lethal. One of the best bands to come out of Sweden, for sure. November the 5th on Frontiers, this is coming out. And thank you very much, Frontiers, for getting me to listen to this or giving me the chance to listen to this. Amazing. So 44 minutes and 28 seconds long. The band, Danny Rexon. What a great vocalist. Got so much character in his voice. I know it's him as soon as he opens his mouth. He's a great vocalist, and he also produces this album. Does a brilliant job. Jens Andersson on the bass, and we'll talk about the drummer at the same time. Joel Sirera. Them two guys just hone it in. They're so tight. This is like quite a few albums in now, so they've just honed their skills and they just keep it so tight for this sort of music, this melodic hard rock. Chrissy Olsen on the guitar and Jens Lundgren on the guitar. Man, these guys are brilliant. They are so cool. They're catchy, hooky, guitar work. Solos are fantastic. They swap in and out. They do twin leads. They're just amazing. And they've got a real cool groove about them as well. So the band are fantastic. They are one of the best out of Sweden, like I said, joining the likes of Eclipse and, you know, Heat and all those great bands. So what's this album like? I expected it to be good, and it is. It is brilliant. It's just all them people who want melodic hard rock with those hooks and melodies. You got it. You got the hooks, you got the melodies, and you got the attitude as well. They've got a slight, and only a slight, touch of sleaze in them as well, and I think that's helped by Danny Rexon's vocals as well. I think there's a slight touch of sleaze there. So like I said, it's produced by Danny Rexon. The album sounds brilliant, mixed by Tobias Lindell, and it sounds great. It just sounds, you know what, I mean, the last few albums have been fantastic, haven't they, by Crazy Lixx, and this just joins those albums. It's a brilliant album. We've got, I think, 11 tracks to talk about. We start off with track 1, Enter the Dojo. Just like a 1 minute song. It's like a Far Eastern music playing, just to build up for the album. I like a little intro anyway. And then we go into the fantastic latest single, Rise Above. Man, this is just a brilliant song, a rocking track that I think has just blown everyone's mind. I see so many comments about this track being fantastic, their favourite one out of the 3 singles. It is a great track. Straight away you can tell that they mean business, and you've got all those Crazy Lixx signature sounds throughout this song. A huge chorus with some sweet Def Leppard-esque vocal harmonies they're so great at, and a brilliant video to go along with it. Just check it out. Next up with Anthem for America. This was the first single. It's another great song. The rocking continues. This sort of touches upon bringing the metal back to the USA like it used to be in the 80s. Very fun. This definitely gives you those great rocking sort of, you know, memories of the 80s as well, where America ruled the airwaves. It just gives you everything about that. It really does. It's a fantastic song. Next up is The Power. This is a great sort of gang vocal-esque chorus going through this one. The actual chorus kicks the song off with a bit of a I Love Rock and Roll, Joan Jett sort of rhythm to it, and then goes into a great verse that's just full of groove. It's a sort of slow to medium paced song. The chorus is an instant hit, like all their choruses are. This has some proper Def Leppard-esque feels as well. I'm sure the guys have got Def Leppard as a big influence. If they're watching this video, let me know. A future single, surely. Next up is Reach Out. This was a single, the second single. The guys get their AOR side more out on this one. At this point in the album, a huge soaring chorus, what we've come to expect from the band, an excellent solo. Like every song on this album has got a brilliant solo. I don't really have to say it. The guy's just a fantastic guitarist. I sort of feel a bit of Neil Schon in this solo, a little bit from me, not too much, but a little influence maybe from Neil Schon. Next up is Final Fury. It's like a 2 minute and 17-second instrumental track that's pulled again like from the 80s, more like a movie soundtrack sort of feel, and it's sort of like the build up for the title track, Street Lethal. So this song has a brilliant sort of Jakey Lee-esque sort of metal riff kicking it off. Classic Crazy Lixx here though throughout. You get that slight sleazy feel. It's so melodic though with that attitude that they have. What a brilliant solo again. These guys, like I said, are some of the best in the business. Caught Between the Rock and Roll is next. This is a sort of very cool, slightly bluesy rock and roll song. Bit of a southern feel at the beginning and the end of the song as well. Again, that slight touch of sleaze that they sort of inject into their music. In the Middle of Nothing is next. So this is just a mind-blowing track. Man, you get transported back 35 years as soon as you hear this come on. A slow, medium-paced track that sort of tinkers on being a ballad, I would say. A huge song that would have made this band, it would have been a #1 in the 80s. It would have been all over MTV. An amazing song, full of hooks. This is the sort of song that, you know, Bon Jovi, and a lot of people might roll their eyes about Bon Jovi, but you've got to admit, in the 80s, you know, the beginnings were just, they were fantastic, sometimes untouchable. And I think this is the stuff that Bon Jovi stopped making back in 87. This track, In the Middle of Nothing, it's just an amazing song. What a solo, so melodic. Next up is One Fire, One Goal. This is the penultimate track. Great guitar hook laden melody to kick the song off, and the song rides along on a really great simple bass line and then into a chorus that again is huge. Another song that would fit straight onto an 80s soundtrack for sure. I'm sure the band don't mind me saying 80s. I've said it enough today. And then we end with the longest track on the album, 7 minutes and 25 seconds, Thief in the Night. So this is an outstanding song. Starts with a bit of lead guitar, then sort of keys join in, and you know it's just going to build up to something epic. A great guitar melody sort of plays over a medium-paced rhythm, and we're into the perfect closer to the album. You feel the build to the chorus, and the chorus just lives up to what you want. It's sort of, you're sort of expecting it. You think, is it going to be good? Of course it is. It's fucking Crazy Lixx. So it's got a very cool synth touches to lift it even like higher. And then those gorgeous Def Leppard-esque backing vocals come in. A brilliant melodic extended solo that slowly fades out to the end of an expected, I would say, brilliant album. So what you want from Crazy Lixx, it's got everything on it. It really has. It's got that, even that epic sort of track, a bit like Eagle on the last album. So it's got that as well. It's fantastic. What an album. With Crazy Lixx, you sort of think it's going to be good. You expect it to be. So it's what I wanted. It's what I wanted from the band. Just an extension of what they've been giving you for the last 2 or 3 albums. Absolutely fantastic. Highly recommended. Crazy Lixx, Street Lethal. Get it.